Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Chris Loves Comics. It's Thursday. I hope you guys had a great day yesterday, finding everything you were looking for on New Comic Book Day. I'm going to be going over my books for this week. I'll give some ratings, and I picked up some books today at my store, Rubber Chicken Comics in Bellingham, Massachusetts. It's a really great store. The owner, Jay, I've known him for years. He gives us, the subscribers, 20% off all books, floppies, graphic novels. He's just a really great guy, and he has a lot of ties to the community. So if you're local to Bellingham, Massachusetts, just tell Jay that Chris sent you, and he'll hook you up. The books I haven't read are Pine in Merrimack, issue number 2 by Kyle Starks. This is a really good book. It's just I forgot to pick it up a couple weeks ago, and my store still had a copy, which is great. It's about a detective couple. He's the muscle, and she's the brains, and they've gone to this case where they feel like they're over their head, but I really recommend it. This book is on the recommendation of my friend Chris from his channel Lost in Comics. I'll put a link in the description down below. Cemetery Kids Don't Die. This is by Zach Thompson, and I'm looking forward to it. It's by Oni Press. I've never read any of the books by that publisher, but the art's kind of cool. It has like a sort of manga vibe to it, like with the monsters and such, so I'll give it a whirl. I love Sean Gordon Murphy. If you've ever read his Batman runs, like the White Knight series, he's also done some art for I think it's Chronoverse with Mark Miller's stuff. But I haven't read anything by Sean Gordon Murphy in a while, so I'm really looking forward to reading these two. And I also got the Ashcan version of Man's Best. It looks like it's sort of a cosmic adventure with cats and dogs. It's by Pornsak Pichatotti. He wrote The Best Asian, and that's a really good really good crime noir book. But looking forward to that. I also, I'm sorry, I have impulse control problems. I got volumes 1 through 7 of Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil run. I'm also getting I'm picking up tomorrow the Devil's Run event, and then the volumes 1 through 3 of Daredevil and Elektra. I really love Chip Zdarsky's run, and of course Marco Cicchetto on art. You can't go wrong with that. I'll quickly go over I really love the covers. It's here's volume 3, volume 4. I love that. I love that costume for Daredevil. I wish that was his primary costume, but his red looks cool too. Volume 6, Elektra as Daredevil, and then again with Elektra over there. Now I'll be going over my books for the rings. So the new book, this is The Six Fingers by Dan Waters. I would recommend reading The One Hand by Ram V. They both coincide, and without giving any spoilers away, a lot of the characters sort of bleed into each other. Definitely the stories correlate, and I like that. I like that Image is doing something fun with like independent characters, because everything's an event with Marvel and DC, and I'm just tired of it. But this is great. Something it's crime noir. It's a good murder mystery story so far. I definitely gave both books a B plus because they're the beginning of the stories, but they're definitely setting up something real good, and I'm all for it. Another B plus book is G.I. Joe by Larry Hama. I really love the art more than the story by Chris Mooneyham. He is a fantastic artist in this. Obviously, G.I. Joe is fighting Cobra. I love the homage to the old school Cobra Commander uniform. He's addressing his troops. He kind of looks like a dictator over there. But this book's great for writing as well. I love the ending of this book. If you haven't read this yet, spoilers. But the introduction of Zartan and the Dreadnoughts when he goes to visit Destro and Baroness in his castle. So I gave that a B plus. Now the book this book I gave an A, right below A plus, is Skeeter's number 3. This is just a good a good natured, well, not good natured, it's very violent, so definitely not for kids. There's a lot of gore. It's a combination of like stoner horror movie and comedy, but this government agency has their experiment has gone loose, and the mosquitoes have when they bite certain animals, the animals take the form of mosquitoes. But you have this you have this one guy, Luis. They won't even give him a gun because he's just a big, and we all enjoy our whatever we do, but he's just a big pothead, and they can't trust him with a gun. Not that it's a bad thing, but this is a great story. I definitely gave this an A. And finally, the A plus book of the week. This is like, if you don't have issue 1, I would highly recommend getting it. I think it's a book you really can't wait for trade because it's just so freaking good. Cobra Commander by Joshua Williamson. I love Ripper with his chainsaw. Now, there, surprisingly enough, there is a lot of gore in this book. So let me just bear with me for. I'm sorry, Buzzer. Sorry, it wasn't Ripper. But you have Buzzer, and I'm trying to find the name of the other. It's been a while since I've yeah. Oh, Ripper's the other guy. Oh, my bad. So Buzzer's the chainsaw. They have a hostage, and he buries his chainsaw right in the guy's face, and then Ripper takes the other hostage, and the guy's like, "And you promised me you'd bring me home." He's like, "Yeah, I promised I'd give you a ride home," and they tie him on the back of the vehicle, but you don't know their role yet. But Cobra Commander is looking for Energon. I really love that Robert Kirkman and Skybound are sort of incorporating Transformers into G.I. Joe. So G.I. Joe is its own separate thing, but Duke, Cobra Commander, Transformers, and Void Rivals, that's all part of the Energon universe. And Cobra Commander is going out in America, and he had orders by Cobra Law. There's Serpenta. Cobra Commander's bodyguard was infected with this spore. If you ever seen the 1980s movie with I think it was Don Johnson as Falcon and Burgess Meredith as Globulus, it was, and of course Sergeant Slaughter as Sergeant Slaughter, but he's his sort of bodyguard, and you find out that this guy isn't really human. As you can tell, a forest ranger is putting a couple shells in him, and he knocks it off without a hitch, but that's not the end of it. The guy rips off the park ranger's arms off while headbutting him and crushing his skull. And that gives Cobra Commander the chance to escape because he doesn't want supervision. He feels he can accomplish his goal by himself. But Ripper and his buddy they're right behind Cobra Commander, and they're trying to capture him for the Dreadnoughts. And it definitely takes a different take on the Dreadnoughts from the cartoons. There wasn't as much blood and gore, but as Cobra Commander goes deeper into the forest, I guess he falls into the Dreadnought's lair, and he's in a swamp with a bunch of alligators ready to eat him. So we'll see how our buddy does. But this is a really great book. I highly enjoyed this book. It's I've been just sticking with the indies as of late for floppies because I've just been enjoying them, and I've been sort of like, I always change when it comes to like Marvel and DC. Like, as a whole, I just feel like they're in a creative rut, and also I feel like they're overcharging for their books. I feel like $5 for the quality that a lot of the books are there is just not worth it. And some books are like $8, some books are $9. I'm just done with it. I'll just wait for the trades. Whereas indies are usually $3.99. I mean, the Spawn universe are still $3, so you can't beat that. And those are great titles too. I'm getting the trades for those as well, trying to catch up on that. But that's the end of this week. I hope you guys had a great week. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you're new to the show, please comment, like, subscribe, share. I'm at 242 subscribers right now. I'm really trying to get to 300, but I know I'll get there. But I really thank each and every one of you for subscribing to me, and it really means a lot to me. I'll be sure to put up more Benny videos too. Those seem to get a lot of hits too. My bunny Benny is a little cutie. If you don't know him, he's in the list of the videos. But you guys have a great weekend. I will see you guys. I'll try to do a video next Wednesday. I work late on the following Wednesday. But Friday, I'll at least next Friday I'll have next week's haul. It's going to be very good. Conan the Barbarian. Also, it's only a miniseries, which I'm kind of sad about. Jim Zub is also writing the Savage Sword of Conan. It's a 6-issue miniseries from the same company who do Conan the Barbarian, and that's just been a great book nonstop. But you guys have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. Bye now.